What is up, YouTube? Trollkin here. Welcome back to Draw Phase, and in today's video we are going over all the contents in the 3 structure decks that we are getting when the game releases on October 31st. The 3 structure decks are Jinx, Lee Sin, and Victor. So I just want to do a little guide of what's in those decks, what's the best one to buy for value, and if you're on a budget and you want to get into a little competitive play from the get-go, which one is the best to buy. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate your support. And you automatically enter yourself to win a Proving Grounds box set when the game comes out in October if we reach 500 subscribers. So with that being said, let's get straight to the video. Yeah, pretty cool product. You know, structure decks is something very common, you know, when it comes to TCGs, especially coming out. And right here we have all 3, right? So they were curated by some information from Riot. Right, so let's just go over the Jinx one first. So we get a Jinx Legend, of course, because you need a legend to play the game. So in terms of its like game archetype, it's going to be like a very aggressive deck. So if you're into aggro, by all means, this is probably a structure deck for you. Red and purple, judging by the colors and the cards that are available to it. Red is something that you're going to want for Kai'Sa. Like some cards in here, definitely for Kai'Sa, just because Kai'Sa's, arguably the best deck in the game right now. Or not even arguably, just statistically, because it's winning all the regional tournaments in China right now. So, if you are wanting to manufacture or build a deck that is top tier in Kai'Sa, then definitely pick this one up, because you're going to need some red cards in the structure deck. So we have our Jinx. The battlefields will be Targon's Peak, really useful too. Pretty valuable battlefield that you're going to run in multiple types of decks. So that's really good. Zon Warrens is good for Jinx, also good for other decks as well. Trying to figure out what else plays with it. I wouldn't put in Kai'Sa, Victor, Lee Sin maybe. Trying to think. Obviously, it's optimal for Jinx. Annie runs Zon Warrens actually really well. Actually, yeah, Annie's really good with Zon Warrens. And the last is Reaver's Row. Yeah, Reaver's Row is the best battlefield here. It is really strong. Kai'Sa uses it. A lot of decks uses it. Misfortune. So, just having that, guaranteed in your collection, that you could switch out with other decks that you can construct if you're buying boosters. Definitely a worthy pickup for this deck. So in terms of value, so when I'm looking at a structure deck, right, I'm looking at play sets of stuff, right? So let's look at all the stuff we get in play sets. Gus is actually a really, really strong purple card. And the fact that we get 3 of those is really cool. Fight or Flight is also really good. Teemo uses it if you're interested when you're popping booster packs. This is actually really valuable in the Teemo deck. Also, just good in anything purple, like in Misfortune plays it, Yasuo plays it. Anything purple usually runs this because it's just a solid card. And you're getting a playset of it. So, if you pick this structure deck up, you're never going to have to worry about it, to be honest. So that's really cool. Let's see what else we got here. 2 get excited. I would love 3, but 2 is like really useful. This card is like potentially like the strongest like damage removal in the game. So this one's really good. Really good in Annie. Really good. I wouldn't say Kai'Sa, but discarding Mundo is actually really good. But definitely in Jinx, it's very, very sought after. Let's see. Chemtech Enforcer is a solid card for the Jinx deck. You got a playset of that. You got a playset of Traveling Merchant, which is used in a lot of decks, so that's good. Scrap Heap, it's just one of those cards that is primarily in Jinx. But the fact that you get a playset of that is pretty cool. We only get 1 Vi, which is unfortunate. 2 would have been better, obviously, but I think they're only, for the champion units, it seems like that these structure decks are actually only running 1 extra. Yeah, 1 of each. So we got Heimeldinger. Yeah. So it seems like when it comes to the champion units, we're only getting one of them. So then in that regard, we're also getting 1 Jinx. So that would be your chosen champion, and the rest would be. But like in terms of like a structure deck, plus there is a pack that comes with it, and I hope I hope a little rule book for how to play the game. If they don't do that, that's kind of absurd. But I'm pretty sure there is. We're also getting a playset of Flame Choppers, which is really good in discard. I would have loved to see Noxus Hopefuls in here, though. That is unfortunate. Noxus Hopeful is a 4 for 4, but if you Legion, which means you play a card before it, it costs only 2, and that's a really aggressive card. Now that I'm seeing it, there really isn't much red here that is useful in Kaisa, so I kind of take that statement back. The only thing of value to be used in like Kaisa's build right now is Void Seeker. Faded Memories is a great sideboard card for anything purple, but we only get 2 of those, so that's okay. Raging Soul, we're going to play set of Raging Soul. It's not a card that's played a lot, honestly. Its ability is decent, but it really tailors to Jinx, and even then, it only gets like assault and ganking. So I guess it's a card that we haven't seen much play of inside the tournament so far. Maybe a few builds here and there, but in terms of a structure deck and like learning how to play the game, it's decent at best. We also have Blazing Scorcher. It's actually a pretty good card. Like Volibear runs this, so because it's a clean like 5 for 5, and you can accelerate it if you're falling behind a little bit. So definitely worth it. But we're only getting 2. We're not getting a play set. Undercover Agent, yeah, no. I mean, it's like primarily meant for Jinx. It's decent at best. We're also getting Brazen Buccaneer. This is okay, it's good in Jinx, obviously, but it's just decent. But we're getting a playset of that. And Magma Worm. Something usually tailored towards Volibear. I actually have no idea why this card is in here. It doesn't really make much sense. I guess it's just like the way they wanted to structure the deck is like they needed like some endgame stuff, right? And then in red or purple, I guess this was the pick. I would have preferred Soul Gorger. That would have been better. But this is a common, I believe, right? Yeah, it's a common card, so it's fine. And in terms of a rare, we have Rasa. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's cool. It is a rare card, so we have 1 rare, and is this? So we have 1 rare, 2 rares, 3 rares. So it looks like we're getting 3 rares, and then plus the legend, which is also a rare. So that's okay at best. It's decent. I mean, like, if you're playing this play style, and in terms of the play set, it does, like, play set of cards, it does have some value. Like, Gus is good. Traveling Merchant, you can utilize in a lot of different decks. I think it's, like, one of the weaker structure decks, considering, like, with Vi, it doesn't even have Ride the Wind. But it's, like, built pretty decent. In fact, I would argue that, like, the battlefields are probably, other than a few playsets of cards, like the best part of the structure deck. But yeah, all in all, it's like if I were to rate it out of 5, like I give it a 3 out of 5 for structure decks. But like the cool thing is like you could just pick it up and you can start playing the game, and start learning the mechanics, which is always cool. But yeah, it's like mediocre at best, I would say. Let's go to Victor next, and so we're getting the 1 Victor Legend. We're getting the 1 Triferan War Camp, which is good. Units here have +1. We're getting the 1 Grand Plaza, so obviously a swarm deck, right? This is built towards or catered towards going wide with a lot of 1/1 recruits. And alter to Unity for the battlefields. When you hold here, play a 1 recruit unit token in your base. So definitely built like a swarm deck build, right? But I'm seeing some things already that I love about the structure deck. So Orb of Regret is something that people generally don't play, although it is a solid gear. It's not bad. For 1, you just give things -1. And so yeah, if in terms of like learning that control aspect of the game, really good. It's okay. It's okay. Stupefy, very strong. If you're running blue, you always play 3 of these. Unfortunately, we're only getting 2 of them. which is a shame because I'd love a playset from the get go of Stupefy, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. But it's okay. Two, we'll take it. It's fine. We are getting a playset of Cull the Weak, which is really good actually for Swarm decks, right? It's really strong removal when you're matching up against like something like Volibear or Set, because you're just popping the recruit, and then the other opponent will have to get rid of one big threat to you. We are getting 2 Hidden Blades, which is really good. I love Hidden Blade. 2 Smoke Screens. Okay, I wish it was 3, but it's okay. I'll take 2. Smoke Screens is like one of the stronger blue reaction speed cards. It's incredible. Just the fact that it gives -4 to something is really, really strong. So far, this deck is looking better than the Jinx. Like, I would say, like, if you're gonna pick up something to go play, I would say pick up the Victor deck initially, because it's really cool. And so far I'm seeing a lot of cards that are really useful for other decks as well. 3 Soaring Scout, yep, awesome. Death Knell ability, you get to channel 1 rune. Really good. Mushroom Pouch, yeah, it's okay if you are running Hidden. Like, this should be like in the Teemo structure deck if they ever make one, honestly. But it's just it just doesn't really fit in here for some reason. 3 Ravenbloom Students, value. Yeah, Ravenbloom Student is, in my opinion, the best 2-drop in the game. The things that it could do is ridiculous. It fits in so many different decks. It fits in Kai'Sa, it fits in Ahri, it fits in Teemo, it fits in Victor. Yeah, so this alone is like really, really, really good value. So you don't have to go be looking for those Ravenbloom Students when you're opening packs. Really cool. Back to back is cool. More like a Leona deck, or Garen. Yeah, it's like a decent reaction spell card at best. And we are getting, 2 of them? That's all right. That's actually not that bad. 2 Sprite Calls. Something also usually played in Teemo because of its hidden ability. Although at action speed to play a 3 Sprite unit isn't that bad for 3 might. For 3 runes. 3 Eager Apprentice, a playset of an Eager Apprentice. So more in the control deck, like if you're going to be buying the Proving Grounds box or winning it if you subscribe, then, you have Lux, right, in the Proving Grounds box set, and you're definitely going to be needing 3 Eager Apprentices for any type of Lux control in the future. So pretty decent pick up there. Noxian Drummer, awesome, absolutely cool. So it's used a lot in Darius, it's used in Victor, it's used in Leona. I slept on Noxian Drummer when the card first got revealed, and I played it a little bit with Hook Darius and just all these other, anything yellow really, and it seems to always make the cut just because of that one recruit. Really is useful. So basically, when it moves, it gets another recruit, which basically means you get another might on the base or you're on the battlefield. So which is really good. One thing to notice is only when it moves to a battlefield. So, but still really strong. Yeah, it's a really good. That's a good pickup. So one of the rare champion units is Heimerdinger. Really cool because it tailors well with Victor's legend ability, so that's really good, and it's actually used a lot in Lux, Ahri, so many different things that are running gears and or legends, champion units with tap abilities. So Heimerdinger is a good pickup there. Consult the Past, really great draw mechanic, draw a card. You can hide it, for a power you draw 2, or you could pay 4 to draw 2. Yeah, solid. That's a good pick up there. Not 3, however. We're only getting 2 of those. We are getting 3 Cruel Patrons. I mean, for this deck, it's really good, right? So if you're gonna play a lot of Victor, you're definitely gonna potentially run 3 Cruel Patrons because it's so cheap, and at the cost of sacrificing one recruit unit isn't that terrible. But it's something that Victor is kind of not top tier meta right now, but still a lot of fun to play. And I don't know. I just think it's one of those cards that they had to put into the deck because it works so well with sacrificing recruits. So it makes sense that it's here. If it's something I would put like in a competitive Victor deck, I don't think so. But it's good to have. Like you have three of them, so if you ever find that you want to play a Victor deck, then it's just in here, or any other. It's actually really good in Hooked Areas as well, though, because you have a lot of recruits. Like I usually would put it like in a Hooked Areas build. So, and then the other rare, or no, wait, are we getting epic in here, or is it just the card art? That is interesting. Because if there are, I don't know if the site actually just uploaded the wrong art. I think it just uploaded the wrong art. Okay, I got really excited for a second. That would be really cool if we got a full art as an epic, but I don't think so. I think it's just going to be the normal art. But yep, so our other champion, it should be the rare version of it. Victor, the leader. So basically, when a non-recruit unit you control dies, play a one recruit unit token into your base. Yep, that's good. It's a Victor deck. You play that card. Only one. It seems like we're only getting one of three champion units, right? One, two. Oh, this one only has two. How much did Jinx have? Jinx also had Vi and Jinx. Oh, that's right. We were only getting two champion units in each deck. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Decent. But you're really going to be wanting... Yeah, I mean, I guess that's actually a really good strategy for them, because honestly, you really want play sets of champion units for the most part. So you're going to have to buy some booster packs, guys, just looking at it. You do get the one booster pack when you buy the structure deck, which is actually really good value. I mean, that's already $5 off the price, and they go at $24.99. So really, it's only $20 when you think about it. However, yeah, so it's going to be rough competitively if you just want to open up a structure deck. You could smash two together and get a really strong one. But I don't think it's worth it for Victor and or Jinx. We'll see about Lee Sin in the future. But that's decent. What's this? Jeweled Colossus. Nah, I mean, it's a card that isn't really that great. A 5 for 5. This is just kind of just one of those random junk cards that they put into the deck. I'm not going to lie. Wraith of Echoes, really good in this deck. It's a solid rare card. We get one of those as well. And yeah, it's in control builds, you're going to be running this card a lot, I think. And especially with Victor Taylor as well with the recruits. So that's decent. Grand Stratagem. Well, here's the other rare, though, a rare spell, which is really cool. You want three of these if you're running Victor, though, and or Darius Hook, just because it's really good. Grand Stratagem's a game-winning card. It really is. There's nothing your opponent can really do about it unless they're running Wind Wall, which is the counter. But yeah, actually, this card's solid. The fact that we're getting Grand Stratagem in that is good. And then the recruits. So if you're interested in the Swarm build, right, and I can only see Victor getting better. I think in the meta, right, when the game first got announced and we were getting some cards, everyone thought that the Victor was the way to go. I still think Victor is a strong contender for top tier decks. It's just the other decks have just flow and curve out more well, right? And I think this will eventually be really good once we get more cards. So definitely worth the pickup just for the couple play sets of stuff. The Raven Bloom is definitely worth the pickup. Actually, and then the Noxian Drummer is good. See, the thing is, this structure deck is good to buy if you're gonna put these cards in other decks as well. So together it's decent, but you're getting a lot of value for other structured decks. The 3 Ravenbloom students goes in anything else blue. Even Consult the Pasco. Hidden Blade is really strong. The Stupefies is good. I really, really, really wish we got one more Stupefy, but it's okay that we only got one. And Grand Stratagem, I would have loved 2, but it is a rare card, so I could see why they only put 1 in there. Other than that, the champion unit is cool. That would be ridiculous if they really did give you the epic version of this. It would depreciate the value of it, but I'm not too concerned about the value of cards and like the market. I just want to play the game and have fun. And the last deck will be the Lee Sin structure deck. So obviously, you know, we get our Lee Sin Legend. Really cool. I slept on Lee Sin when the deck when they started releasing. I've been playing the games, but I made this really cool Lee Sin buff deck with Udyr, which I saw is in this deck, which is insane. And yeah, that deck is like really competitive, in my opinion, and a lot of fun to play too. So the battlefields, we're getting our Monastery of Harana, very good battlefield for the deck. Targon's Peak, when you conquer here, ready 2 runes, that's also in the Jinx structure deck. And Grove of the God Willow, which is one of those battlefields that you're gonna want to pick up because it is just very strong. Drawing a card while holding, really, really good. You basically draw 2 cards in turn. 2 charms, yes, just yes. That is awesome. So when I'm looking at this structure deck, right, I'm automatically thinking, what can I put in Lee Sin? Charm is one of those. Would love 3, but we're only getting 2. Stalwart Poro, worth it, worth it already, guys. Honestly, in my opinion. Yeah, Stalwart Boar is one of those cards that everyone's going to want to have a playset of. If it goes in Yasuo, it goes in Master Yi, it goes in Lee Sin. So it goes in Ahri. Just because it's a solid 2-drop. Oh, cool. We're also getting a playset of Pit Rookie, which is really good. So that's awesome. It is just a common, but a 2 for 2 and a buff something. That is a really good card. Do we get a first mate? No, we don't get a first mate. That's fine. Oh no, we do. Oh, we do. We get a play set of first mate. Ridiculous. Oh wow. Yeah, that's really good. Cool. All right, let's go start. So after Pit Rookie, we're also getting a play set of Challenge. That's really good. Challenge is something used in Volibear, used in anything orange, really. Misfortune. Set is running it in any Dazzling Aurora deck, so that's really good. 3 disciplines. Okay. So this, all right, I'm just gonna say it now. This structure deck's already kind of like better than the other ones, honestly. So discipline's like the most played reaction spell card, I think, in any type of deck, other than no. This is just one of the best buff cards, if not the best buff card in the game, just because it gives something +2 for no power cost. You're only paying the 2 runes, give unit +2 might, and you get to draw a card. It's a really strong card using Ahri, using Master Lee, obviously Lee Sin. Anything green, you run discipline. That's just, that's just fact. One Mask of Foresight. This card is actually really broken too. All right. If you're moving around, right, the ability stacks. We are only getting 1 of them, but that's fine. You only need 1 or 2, really. I wouldn't run 3 copies, so you just need another one. Maybe you'll get it in the pack that comes with inside the structure deck. So that's really good. So in terms of like, I'm just looking at the first couple cards. In terms of a competitive meta, this is already like really good. Like I just looking at the after the battlefields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, right? I can guarantee you, if you just open up the structure decks, all 3 of them, whoever picks Lee Sin and your opponent can pick the other 2, right? This structure deck will beat the other 2 structure decks relatively easily, just because of the way these cards work and the synergy that they have already. 3 Wielder of Water, which is really good as well. When I'm attacking or defending alone, I have +2. We talked about the first mate, which is ridiculous. You're getting a lot of playsets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 playsets of cards so far. That's really good. Stand United is good. Not seen in everything, however, it is played often. More so in Master Yi. That is cool. We'll get 2 of those. Paka Cub. Yeah, so this card is actually being played more so in Master Yi as of late, because after your opponent destroys your unit, right, and this is hidden, it gets flipped up, right, and then obviously the legend ability triggers, so it becomes a 5 might unit for 1 power, which is really good. So that's cool. Mistfall is awesome. It's one of the cards that accelerate your cards at a like somewhat minor cost. It is a really strong gear. It is a rare as well, so that's really insane. When you buff a friendly unit, you pay a power and exhaust this to ready it. So it only Reddy's the buffed unit, but so this deck has already a lot of synergy. Pit Rookie, you can ready things with First Mate and Mistfall, gets it really fast. What else do we have? We have Wild Claw Shaman. When you play me, you may spend a buff to buff me and ready me. Yeah, okay, decent. Yeah, it's actually like in the list, like as we're going through card by card. This is probably like the worst card, but it's still like okay. Wizened Elder is getting played a lot right now in Master Yi and Lee Sin. So this card is good, and we're getting another playset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 playsets of cards. Going into the champion unit, okay, so it's not the Lee Sin that I would like to be in the deck. The green Lee Sin is better, but this one's okay. So the reason is just the other one you can buff it like infinitely because it has an ability where it can get more than one buff. And this one just kind of like helps out other units get +2 that are buffed. Other buff friendly units in my battlefield have +2, so it's okay, but it has no power cost and it's 6/6, so it's decent at best. And then we have Bilge Water Bully. When I'm buffed, it has ganking. Yep, tailors well with the deck. 2 of those and 1 Udyr. Oh, dude, so good, man. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. Yeah, I run 3 of these. The fact that it's in here is really good. It's a strong card, but it's not seeing a lot of play for some reason. If you really tailor your deck to for buffs and everything, this is a really good pickup. This is a really, really good pickup. And then what else we got? Stormclaw Earthsign. Okay, that's decent at best. Kind of doesn't really fit in the deck, honestly. I guess like just like in all the other structure decks, they want like a good curve, right? So they need some like some high might units for the end game, so they just threw this in here. Although this was like arguably better for Volibear if they ever make a structure deck for Volibear. And then just a solid 9/10 Mountain Drake. This card's funny. It's not going to be seeing any play. However, because it is a vanilla card. But how many are we getting though? 2? Okay, that's decent. And 6 and 6. Yeah, okay. So, guys, here's my honest opinion about all 3. If you have the money, definitely pick buy all 3. But I understand that is up to like around over $75, just for the game with 3 packs. So if you subtract the cost of the packs, which is roughly around $5 or €5, depending in which country you live in, then you're paying $65 and or euros for all 3 because you get a free pack inside. Good value. I would rather the best combo I think is buying the Proving Grounds box and 1 structure deck to tailor kind of. What I would do, in my personal opinion, so out of all 3, right, I think this Lee Sin deck is the best to buy for 2 reasons. One, it has the most play sets of cards at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 play sets of a card. Which is really good. Let me just double check my math. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so the Victor only has 6 play sets of cards, and the Jinx deck only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that also has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Jinx actually has more, I think. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no, they have the same. They have the same. So Jinx and Lee Sin have the same amount of play sets. However, these cards, Poro, First Mate, Challenge, Discipline, Wheeler of Water, First Mate, and Wizened Elder, very good. Very, very good to build in other decks like Master Yi. I would say that Lee Sin comes out on top in terms of value of the cards for competitive play. Right now, of course, not everybody's gonna want to enter tournaments and everything. Sometimes you just want to play with your friends. But if you want to like be able to build like various types of decks, right? I would suggest buying the Proving Grounds box and 1 structure deck. In my opinion, it would be Lee Sin. Also, buying Victor and the Proving Grounds is really good because Lux is in the Proving Grounds box set, so that works really well for you. and you can kind of mix and match those cards. So yeah, that's it, guys. I just want to make a quick little video going over the contents of the structure decks. I think the Lee Sin one is the best one. So if you were to go to a game night, right, and you just want to play in the tournament, buy this deck. You probably have the better chance of winning a couple of games. And that is it. So if you haven't already and you want a Proving Grounds box set, please subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate your support. If we reach 500 subscribers, I will randomly pick one of you lucky guys, and I'll send it along your way. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.